Welcome to the Real Talk Podcast. This is our pilot episode. We're not going to keep it that long because it's a pilot. It's basically to show you what kind of show this is before we go and start off to season one, episode one, which is the next episode after this is the episode that's going to come up after this one, after this upload, actually. Today's topic, we're going to talk about this guy and social media. His name is Jason. And recently, from since last year, I think, or something like that, he started getting viral about taking out license plates. But basically, people who park out, he tends to want to expose them. And the reason for exposing them is because he claims that his girlfriend did him bad, his ex girlfriend. His ex girlfriend did him bad. So we're going to hear what Jason had to say because I came across this audio on the internet, and I think that he sounded a bit genuine. It sounded genuine. Let me say a bit. He sounded very genuine about the reasons why he turned into this the way he is right now, basically because of her. But you're gonna hear it from his mouth. You're not gonna hear it from me. So I'm gonna play the audio clip. You can write in the comments what you think, what you think you believe, or whether you think is true or what's coming from his point of view. Because remember, it's a one-sided story so far because we're only hearing from him. But we're going to take a listen to what Jason had to say. And then we're going to come back and just review it. All right? So let's hear what Jason had to say.
You know, sometimes in life, I learn things late. I learned the internet late too. I was never computer literate. I learned the internet so late. I make a lot of mistakes on the internet. I do so much things wrong. But I do all of it in the sake of learning the internet because I never was interested in the internet. My life was too full of the streets for the internet. I ain't had the time for the internet. But I tell the people cursing me, telling me what I want. Oh, that's why the policeman hired with Jada. So I want to give one the real story with Jada and my relationship. Because the relationship with Jada, it was never a smooth relationship. I mean, no relationships don't be smooth. But mine was, I was uncomfortable, I was miserable, and I was still in love at the same time, right? And as a patient person, and I'm a quiet person too, I might be noisy now. You know what I mean? I might be exposing a lot of things now, but there's a lot of things that you had to swallow, all because that you're foolishly in love. You understand? And really and truly, I come home at evening, and I come home and find my girl pressing a skirt, and find she pressing a top. When they open the door, you ask her where you going? She tell me she going out with her girlfriends, and she going out and spend a little time. You understand? I never ever used to deny she from going anywhere. I never was no warden where she's concerned, and she dressing and quick saw somebody pull up with a 4x4 and she getting it and went long. And when you see looking like 10 o'clock, I messing she and ask she is she going home one time or is she coming back here? I ain't getting a reply. And I get a call about 1 o'clock in the morning. I get a call about 1 o'clock in the morning, you know, and the girl that's supposed to be living with me and dealing with me, calling me at minutes to 1 o'clock in the morning and telling me that she want to come home. So half of with the man that you gone up with or the friends you gone up with, would they make carry you home? Because nobody ain't really want to carry you all the way up in St. Joseph. So what's happened is that was what I was expecting that she would have called back, and so she said done. But you know, me, still stupid in love, still hurted, and I tell she come and I open my doors and I let she in, and I ain't question she about nothing. All these things that I live with. One Sunday afternoon, I gone up Bourne's Village to get some food for she, and when they get there, the people in the house wanted me to believe that the girl that I dealing with, that always coming out to me, want me to believe that she inside. The same girl that tell me, bring food for she, a Sunday afternoon they cooking, bring little food for she. I hope when I done cook, I can bring the food for you, but you may go step out and do something for my auntie first. That's exactly what I told her. And I said, when I come back, I can bring the food for you, Jada. And I come back home, and I take out a dish, and I warm this food in the microwave, and I carry this food across Bourne Village for the girl that I just still love. Even although I know the relationship is shaky, I just still love her. And I carry this food for she. And when they get across there, the girl that always coming out to me, that sometimes I only gotta beat the car horn once, or sometimes I mean not even gotta beep it at all. It's come out. And when they get there, the people in the house that was always nice to me and always neutral to me, that I thought that was real with me, wanting me to believe the girl that always coming out to me was inside sleeping. And I tell and they want me to believe that she's sleeping. Not even wake she up was convincing enough for them, because tell she that she man out here. Not even that word. She's sleeping. That would want me to believe that she was sleeping. And no hot-headed me put one and one together and say something wrong. And I take the food out the plastic bag, hold the dish tight, and I scatter that food all down through the road. You understand? That's what I do. And within a week time, that is when that same 4x4 man come back in the picture. You understand? But really and truly, right, that 4x4 man was in the picture ever since. Ask Jada. I paid them no mind. No thing is Jada tell me she going tiling cause she wasn't working when I meet she. And some 4x4 man, she used to always tell me she going tiling with and grouting. And sometimes Jada would come home, and when I look at Jada clothes look like she know put them on. Huh? So I said, Jada, how you go to work and you come home looking, and you're working with tiling, and you're working with grouting, but yet still, you ain't look dirty. I mean, you ain't gonna look that musty, but ain't a signs that you work in them clothes. You understand? And all these things that I live with, and my relationship was a very bad relationship. I mean, it started warm. You understand? But I knew a lot of things was not good, but she acting like she's the innocent person of today, and a lot of people just always want to criticize me. Oh, why you curse the girl like that? And why I do that? I shouldn't do that. It's a lot of things that we shouldn't do, you know. I ain't perfect, right? But I live with a lot of lies. I live with it. You know why? Because I was in love, and I had faith, and I was hoping that things would get better. But sometimes in life, right, you just gotta accept it. Because I don't accept it again horn ever since. It's just that I wanted to catch her. I got tired of it, and I just wanted to catch her. And that's why I put myself in that position tonight to catch her and expose her. Because I got tired of Jada hurting my feelings for a long time. Huh? Long time. You're living in a house with a woman, and sometimes you come home from work, and when you see like 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, you want she and say a word to one another. A lot of things punch your phone. And all that time she punch your phone, I knew nothing about the internet. I knew nothing about TikTok. I knew nothing about Instagram. I knew nothing about Facebook. I never had none of those apps in my phone. Because I personally believe the most educated app in the App Store is an app called YouTube. And them is the only 2 apps that was only active on my phone. YouTube and WhatsApp. Them is the only 2 active apps that I used to use. So she had enough advantage on me where the internet was concerned. Cause this is now 2025. It's only now about, at least about, you see, from 2023, this is at least about, say, a year and a half. I pun the internet, and I learned the internet. And I had to get somebody where I work in the previous workplace, where I working at Foursquare. And a youngster tell me, come on, you don't gotta give me there. I can help you learn the internet. Cause I can see that you don't know the internet. And when I give you the story about Jada, and he asked me if I got internet and I got WhatsApp, you tell me, you tell me you got WhatsApp, I tell you, yeah. You got Instagram, you tell me no. You got TikTok, you tell me no. You got Facebook, you tell me no. That's why you get home, man. You blind. And he opened all of them apps for me. And that's how I get his TikTok. Now, they delete my Instagram. I buy a new phone, and I got it there, so I still use Instagram, but you don't post on Instagram. You understand? But that is just my reality thought to how I get like this. You understand? And the policeman, how they carry me along, and how they charge me at Border Hall. You understand? And wanted me to plead guilty to the case because the station sergeant at Border Hall wanted me to plead guilty to this matter. And they tell you, yes, I get plead guilty because he told me I look like a nice fella and I'm going to give you station bail. I don't know if you give me station bail, but you give me the station bail. And I tell you, I plead guilty the next morning. I get the station bail and I left the station. Went court the next morning and pleaded not guilty. The next morning, the police come out. Next morning, the police come at my house and picked me up about 6:30 and came across District 8. All this I went through this girl, I know. You understand? So no wonder I believe that the man is a police, and I believe the man ran my house too. Cause he was Gobby with Goddard and Morris and they men that came at my house down that morning early and came away and came across District 8 and make me lost my job at 4 Square. All these things is what got me angry today still. I tell them what got me angry and where I just post car plates and where I just post license plates. All these things that you went through. Came my house, care along my things. Keep me across District 8 to 10 o'clock in the night. When I talk, then they question me about something, about a different motive, then question me about a charge that I don't plead not guilty for. And why I went court and plead not guilty. Cause I told them that I wanted the man to come court. So if I plead not guilty, it means that the man got come court. It means trial. So they get vexed. They don't want to hear me. I wicked and they want doing this. And if it was he, so that how I know it was a policeman that was fucking Jada all the time. It wasn't the man that was a Tyler and a Grouter. She was saying the man was a Tyler and a Grouter. But that 4x4 man, he was in the picture ever since. And the unfair me. They beat me now and then, so he went court and they plead not guilty. So she come court on the next adjourned date. I don't know how she know that was the adjourned date, but somebody from the court or somebody that peeping behind the case, I had to went and tell she that, well, Jason plead not guilty, so you gotta go and throw the case and that man gotta come court. All of that she do for that man. And when they meet her, when they meet she ain't had nothing, you know. She was still in St. Joseph. She ain't had no water at the fucking house. It wasn't nothing. And then they get her bringing she down here to bed, cause I know how the water in St. Joseph is. Every minute it going off all the time. Then she gotta come down here in bed and everything. We could do the making out, and then she could boom, go look care she back home. And then one day get tired of that, and I call she from at work until she pack she things. They bring you down here to live. You understand? Cause I think she was more better down here and where she was. And she called and she called. And they went and they start home from work and they tell my boss a late morning. I call her in the morning, how for I'm feeling good. And my boss not feeling good too. My boss not feel good about it. And they went and carried Jada driving boat to get a job. It ain't take me a half an hour. And Jada get this job. And Jada grow. And she grow, and I know behind it she's telling me a lot of lies, but she got a stepmother that named Melissa. Oh Lord, she like to keep Jada in that world, that nasty, undercover, quiet, silent world, but deadly. That's why I'd glad to get from it, because if I didn't get from Jada, I think she would have given me raw. So it is. You understand what I'm saying? And that's why the father intervened in this relationship this way between me and she. Because I think the father does the same me gun down the drain because she is not loyal and too much men are dealing with Jada. The 4x4 man and the man that the XA7829 man. He's the man that I bought the next night when I went and Betty. But the 4x4 man he pull up, she get XA7829. That's how 782829 get marked. You understand? And look, today he ain't. I see he last week somewhere. And another woman was in the car. It wasn't Jada. And he ain't see me yet. So you see how life is now, how I get so. I get unfair real bad by the police for Jada. Enough unfair. They ain't beat me no answer, but I get a lot unfair. Cause they will never let me know who that man was. And they do until they even force Jada to throw the case against her own self. Even although yes, I did slap her twice. If Jada were going through with the case, she would either get compensated or she herself would have to throw the case voluntarily. But Jada get forced to throw the case all because that the people don't want me to see who the man was. that we hate Jada for. If she could do that to herself, I don't believe that she got the man today now. So life is, that is my story.
Well, here's my take from the whole thing. What stand out to me, what Jason said was he cooked the food and he took it up there to her house, and everyone was saying she was asleep. And to me, that's a red flag because I mean, it has to be that she was at home because if that's supposed to be your girlfriend, they know she's your girlfriend. Why would they be telling you that she's asleep? Come on, you wake up people. You say, yo, your boyfriend's out there. Or if it's me and my girlfriend comes, I would expect people to wake me up and say, yo, your girlfriend is over here to you. I don't understand that one. That's the one that has me puzzled, a bit puzzled, because that's a red flag there. No, he said he got her the job. But I think what happened is, if everything he's saying is true, I think what happened is she get the job. She probably met the man during her job, took his number. I don't know what's going on between her and him. Probably he's because the way he acts on social media, he might have been acting like this towards her too in a relationship. When he sees something wrong or whatever, he might be crawling, cussing her out, calling her kind of names and pushing her to that level to like say to herself, you know what, to hell with this. Like she gonna go with somebody else or do some sneaky thing. Or either way, that's in her nature. Or it's just in her nature. It could be that too. I don't know. Because right now it's only a one-sided story. But you guys in the comments, you gotta let me know what you think. Because to me, I'm thinking based upon what he said, that he was really in love with this person. And I think based on his story, she did him dirty. She did him real dirty. So he has the right to be angry, but I don't agree with the way he's doing things because he's dealing with a Peter pay for Paul system, and that's not right. Because how does he know that the people parking out are not a couple? Maybe it could be a couple that the guy can't do nothing home because he lives with his parents or whoever, and he can't do nothing by her because she lives with her parents. You don't. He doesn't know. He's assuming that people are cheating basically. So that's why he's doing his little license plate thing. And I'll tell you something, it's dangerous because somebody could lure him into a trap. That's another thing. Somebody could lure him into a trap. So he needs to be careful because there's smart people out there, that don't like what you're doing. There are people that doesn't want to get exposed, so they can leave you in a trap, Jason. And if you hear this, you gotta listen good. And the girl Jada, she's not we're not hearing her side of the story, so we don't really know exactly the full story because there's always different sides to the story. I don't want to say one, two, three because there's many sides to the story. That's the truth. He's telling his side, so it's one sided. I mean, it sounds genuinely like he's hurt. He sounds like he's hurt, but I don't know if everything he's saying is true. I don't know because he seems to be saying he was innocent and he loved her and he was taking care of her and all of that. But what was he telling her during their arguments? What did he verbally abuse her, cuss her out and tell her, call her names to make her feel bad about herself, to make drive her to go do what she did? That's what we want to know, and we'll never know that because he might not even admit that part because there got to be something. But if it's not that, and he say he's the truth, that's the truth he's saying, and she did him that, she did him real dirty, and I will say she's a bad person. I'm not saying she's a bad person. I'm saying based on this story, she would have to be a bad person, right? Because all I can say, what he said is, to me, is alleged that she did all these things to him, right? So leave what you think in the comments below, and thank you for joining us. I remember we have a show coming up on this channel, 10 Star Universe, with Fluffy Empress, and the show is entitled Dear Fluffy, where you can write to her through via the email. I'll post the email at the bottom of this in the description. And you let her know, like, if you have problems in relationship and you want to get a little advice from her and, hear her side, what she thinks, you know. She's not going to tell you to do anything. She's just going to say what she thinks and how she would handle the situation. That's what the show is about. And remember to just hit that subscribe button, share, like, you know, that's what we want you to do. We want to build this channel. This channel is for entertainment, serious conversations, and all of that there. This channel is built for that. So we want to build this community. That's why we call it 10 Star Universe. We want you to be a part of the 10 Star Universe. And thank you for listening. This is just a pilot, basically a test for this podcast that's going to be happening. We're going to have a lot of guests on here. We're not going to be talking about stuff like this. We're going to talk about political things happening all over the world. We're going to talk about things happening locally in Barbados and throughout the Caribbean. That's what we are doing here. You understand? We're going to talk in the